Here we go. 120.
On second down, here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 15. To throw, it's Carr. Big hold to the 30. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Check 26.
On second down, Jacobs. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
At the 43-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Landon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Jacobs now. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. Watch the win.
Carr now on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken way up by the 25. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And Carr's going to keep it himself. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
Down.
Now this time, Carl throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
What now? 185.
Check 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude. Check 3. Check 4.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 50-yard line. Monday, down. 180.
Mike. 3 bucks.
From midfield, here's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We are seeing two really... Confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr going to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First down, they run with Howard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter.
Done. 120.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The product of Jersey City to hear Whitehead on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On play action, Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. 30 yards as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Done. 180.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
30.
To throw is Wentz. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog. Ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Cleveland Farrell, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I got you, boy.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Here we go. Waiting.
Check, with the 9. Back the pass. Check.
Hey, Lou.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. They go with the ground game, pick up the 1st, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Now a play fake. Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. throw. It's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
Go. 120.
Watch the screen. Pass. Watch it. Watch twist.
Please.
Twist. Check. Crunch.
Crunch it, touch.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.